This is lesson 2.2, which is called Evaluating Expressions, and this is example 1. We are going to do a little something that I like to call plug and chug or sub and solve. So, what does that mean? I'm just saying random syllables now. That's cool. So, in order to solve these expressions that we have here, such as p plus 4 and 9x and 3 over y over 3 plus 1, we need to do the process that's called substitution. That is where we substitute a value for the variable. We know that a variable like p, like x, like y, is a letter that is representing a number. We don't know what number yet, unless we are told or unless we have an equal sign and can solve it. We'll get to that later. So, in this case, we are told what p, x, and y equal, so we are simply able to substitute the number for the letter, and then solve. Just like if I'm sick, you might have a substitute teacher. That teacher will come in and take my place and do my job that day while I'm out sick. This 7 is going to take the p's place in this example here and do its job and add to the 4, which is where I get plug and chug from. You're going to plug in the 7 and chug along like a train until you solve it. Or sub and solve, you're going to substitute the 7 in for the p and then solve. Whichever little rhyme works better for you, use that one. Doesn't matter to me. I like plug and chug. It's fun to say. So, plug and chug. Substitute 7 for the p. So instead of p plus 4, we have 7 plus 4, which I shouldn't have to tell you equals 11. Bam. That's it. That's really all it is. 9x. I know that this means to multiply when I've got a number and a letter smushed up against each other. That means to multiply. So I'm going to plug in the 3 for x. 9 times, I said times 3, or if I prefer 9 times 3, which equals 27. I'm not just making it 93. That's not what that means. This means to multiply. Multiply, not just make a number. And lastly, this one down here, a little bit more complicated, but not really. We are simply going to plug in the 24 for the y and then chug away until we're solved it. So we've got 24 over 3 plus 1. 24 over 3 is division. I'm going to do division before I do any kind of addition. Sorry, Miss Zeta's calling me. 24 divided by 3 is 8 plus 1, which equals 9. Substitute the number for the variable and solve. And that's really all it is.